And now, let's meet your Pangea Sports panel. Producing the show from Northampton, England, Liam Waddy. On the scenes talent from France, Nelly Cholakovsky. And your host from Guayaquil, Ecuador, Jota Pe. And from West Islip, New York, Vinny.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Pangea Sports. This is going to be one of our last episodes.
It is going to be our last episode, Pizzle.
It is the last episode.
Sad to say, it's been a great ride.
Thanks for the viewers.
Thank you, everyone who's been a part of Pangea Sports. Donnie, who's put this whole thing together this semester.
Appreciate you.
It's been excellent.
Good work in there.
Our producer, Liam Waddy, he's done a fantastic job. So
it's great.
We figured our last show,
we
do a World Cup preview special. It's the biggest sporting event of the summer. It is, for those of you who don't know what the World Cup is, I'm getting rid of that earpiece, it always falls out. The World Cup is an international soccer event. 32 teams competing all over the country in a select country picked by FIFA, the organization who is the top soccer organization in our soccer
Pretty much
world.
More than half the world watches the World Cup, and if you're not watching the World Cup, you're I don't know what you're spending your summers doing, because it's every 4 years. It's the biggest event. Yeah. Everyone's watching. It's all you people talk about
during the summer.
You people trying to get into
every 4 years.
Yeah.
Every 4 years, of course. Let's do some fun facts. We put a list of fun facts together for those of you who don't know much about the World Cup. Hopefully, getting you to watch it this summer.
You should be watching it. You should be watching it. Summer 2014. Watch ESPN because it'll be on there.
So let's start. Let's start with fun facts.
First, 1930s was the first World Cup in Uruguay,
and they won it.
And they won
the World Cup.
That's the first time it ever happened. First time.
Very
cool.
Another fun fact: last World Cup in 2010, it was in South Africa.
South Africa.
You know, with the vuvuzelas, they had the vuvuzelas, the boom.
That was so annoying.
I know. I hated that. I hated that. But the fans loved it there. Almost half the world watched it. 46%, which is 3.2 billion people worldwide watched it. So. Yep. Again, as Pizzle said, if you're not watching it, something's wrong.
It's half the world.
You're not normal. You're not normal.
That's people out there that think baseball and basketball are better sports than soccer. Right there, it proves that soccer is the best sport in the world. So.
Okay, so let's continue down the list, Pizzle. Where's this World Cup going to be?
2014 World Cup will be in Brazil. I've never been there before, but I've seen stuff on TV. And
I heard it's a beautiful country.
It's a beautiful country.
And they're in need of something like this,
you
know?
Definitely. Third world country, like hosting the biggest sporting event in the world. It's good for them, you know? Especially Brazil, a big country, many stadiums out there. I know some cities are going to be in the Rio de Janeiro and also Sao Paulo, which is Felipe's from.
Salvador.
Where Felipe's from. If I go to Brazil, all I need is a flight ticket, and he has me a place to stay, so...
Yeah, he said it's going to be wild. I mean, he said, even if you don't go to a game, the nightlife, the tourists...
It's going to be crazy.
You know,
So if you can...
Get there. Try and get there. I mean, it's a great thing for me. I'm graduating. I bargained with my parents to get me a graduation gift to Brazil, but I'll keep my fingers crossed.
You got to go to one at least once in your lifetime. So
moving on. The Nike commercial for the World Cup was released a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Awesome commercial. If you haven't looked at it, I think our producer Liam Waddy is going to tweet it at Globesville. So get on Twitter.
Right there.
Take a look at the link.
Just tweeted it.
There, all the famous players are in it. Ronaldo, Zlatan, Neymar.
Who else is on it? Benzema's on
Benzema, Rooney.
All the top players you have to look out for in the World Cup.
Anyone you could think of. Yeah. I mean, it's a great commercial. Yeah. It's a little long.
Yeah. But it's worth it. You're paying attention the whole time.
It gets you ready for it.
Yeah. It's not it hasn't been out on television yet, but it's all over YouTube. So if you haven't watched it,
definitely watch it. Nike did a great job with it. Okay, getting into how the World Cup actually takes place. Yes. There are 32 teams, 31 fighting to get a spot through a qualifying stage. Of course, the 32nd team is the host country, which this year is Brazil. So the 31 teams, how do they actually get picked? Through a qualifying stage. Each region of the world has their own qualifying stages or groups. So let's say for Europe, eight groups because it's such a big continent. For CONCACAF, there's 2 groups, then merged into one, depending on how things go.
Also 4 countries from Asia and 4 countries from Africa. And all the countries in the world, there's over, I don't know how many countries in the world, but there's a lot of countries in the world. So fighting for 31 spots, 32 spots is not an easy thing. So
it's a great achievement.
Those countries who have qualified for the World Cup, that's a great achievement. So hopefully you can get out of the group stages because I know England is not.
Yeah. Shout out to Liam Wadi. England are definitely looking. They're not looking too well, but we'll see what they can do with this year's World Cup. Okay. So
what are the group stages?
Let's get into the groups.
It's very interesting. Group stages.
We'll start with the host country. Can we pull up the Group A for us, Liam? Thank you very much. And here we go. Group A.
Brazil, Croatia, Mexico, and Cameroon.
I mean, we'll start with the first match. We'll start with the host country, Brazil. I mean, a lot of young players.
Yep.
They did excellent in the Confederations Cup. For those of you who watched that, it's just a tournament with some of the countries that are in the World Cup.
Yeah.
It was in Brazil. It's in the host country always for the World Cup. Brazil won the Confederations Cup with a great result against Spain, 3-0.
Great win.
I mean, standout player Neymar. What do you think of this team?
I mean, this team, they have many players here. Tweet us here who you think.
At Globesville, who you think is going to get out of this group? What do you think of Brazil's chance?
But obviously, their chances are very high. I mean, they have many players who've got them there. Neymar, also Thiago Silva and Oscar from Chelsea. You know, even their backup line can definitely compete. They could make 5 World Cup teams and still be able to compete in the World Cup. So
I'm looking forward to seeing what Brazil can do in this year's World Cup because, like I said, in the Confederations Cup they were so fun to watch. Yes. Neymar was unbelievable. You know, I feel like he plays better with Brazil than Barca. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this is where it's at. But Neymar has that. He's put up with top players like with Messi and
same category
and Mario Götze. So here it's like if he's up to his potential, he's going to be named one of the best players in the world. He has to show up this World Cup. So Brazil. What do you think?
What do you think about this Mexico side?
Mexico
struggled in CONCACAF.
I think they barely made it qualified for World Cup.
They had a playing game. Okay, let's say you finish 3rd in CONCACAF, which is our region, okay? Yeah. You play a playoff game to get into the World Cup against another 3rd-place team. Yeah. They happen to play New Zealand.
And they struggled. So
I mean, they beat New Zealand, but
in reality, I don't see Mexico leaving. Who do you think the 2 teams going out of this group?
For Group A, of course, I'm going with the host country, Brazil, to win it. Easily. And then I'm going to say Croatia to get out.
Definitely
they got Luka Modric from Real Madrid.
Star player from Real Madrid. They just about to win the Champions League.
And the way Mexico's playing, they're struggling. Bringing in players all over the place. Yeah. I just don't see the Mexico side having the chemistry. And Cameroon, I don't know much about, so I'm going to go with Brazil and Croatia.
All right, yeah.
Let's move on.
On to the next group, Group B.
To Group B.
Where they host last World Cup champions, Spain.
They got a tough group.
Yep.
I mean, Netherlands and the Chilean side, they played a friendly against Liam's boys over in England. England struggled. I mean, the Chileans look very good. They have star player Alexis Sanchez. So for Spain, I'd be a little concerned, especially getting off to the start they did in last year's World Cup. They lost to Switzerland.
We didn't struggle. We just had a bad game.
Well, I don't know what he's talking about. They did struggle. You know Liam. He's got England winning this year's World Cup. It's crazy, but
all right, but
I mean, after we saw Spain lose the first game, they went on to win the World Cup. Never been done before.
First time
they played Netherlands the first game.
Yeah, Netherlands they have so many good players. Many of their top players. You know, they have Robin van Persie, Rafael van der Vaart, and Arjen Robben.
And Schneider, Wesley Schneider. We can't forget. Yeah. They got so many good players. Crazy. This group's going to be a lot of fun.
It's definitely not going to be easy. That's definitely going to be a good game because Spain, they're getting kind of old. Netherlands, they're still young. They're still top players. You know, playing for Manchester United, playing for Bayern Munich. Right. So it's
Spain, if they were to win the World Cup, they'd be the 3rd team to repeat back-to-back World Cup champions. Italy did it, and Brazil also did it. So I'm looking forward to see this group.
Who do you think's coming out? I think
Spain
and Netherlands.
Spain and Netherlands
I don't
for
really
me.
see Chile. Chile might get a tie. I don't see them getting a win. Maybe just Australia might get a win, but not against Spain and Netherlands.
Yeah. So Spain and Netherlands. Again, if you guys disagree or agree with us, please tweet us at Globesville about Group B. Okay, moving on to Group C.
This is
not really that good of a group.
Nah, it's a tough group.
It's a tough group, but for me, I'm not going to be anxious to watch these games. These teams,
Colombia's ranked top 5 in the world. So
I know
they're definitely.
But we know how these rankings work. You know, depending on how qualifying went.
Yeah, they work. They beat Argentina in the qualifying. So
Okay. Hey, you know what? They had some good wins. They're ranked number 5 in the world for a reason.
Yeah.
We'll see what they can do. Their group is set up for them to advance, don't you think?
Yes, it definitely is. It definitely is. I mean, right now, Greece, I don't really see them getting too far. Also, Ivory Coast, you know, they're dangerous.
Dangerous players.
They're dangerous. Japan also, I don't really see them going either. So who are the two people you think? I think
the two teams?
Two teams, definitely Colombia and Ivory Coast.
Yeah, I'd say Ivory Coast finished in second.
I mean, Colombia, they have
never know.
James Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Both top players, both looked at by Arsenal. Like players in the EPL, but they just went to Monaco.
You know, I could see this group coming down to a goal differential because I see both Ivory Coast and Colombia beating Greece and Japan, and then I see them maybe tying, coming down to goal differential.
And the goal differential is going to be going with Colombia because Falcao's.
Okay.
Falcao's
we know Falcao can score. I'm looking forward to seeing how he does in the World Cup. Moving on,
Group D.
This is an interesting group. This is Liam's having nightmares over this group. I'm sure he's having nightmares over this.
England's going through easily.
Italy, Costa Rica, and Uruguay. This is the second toughest group I'd say in this year's World Cup.
Okay. Yep.
What do you think of this group? Who are what teams do you think?
I mean, definitely Uruguay is definitely going to be a tough team to beat. If England does anything, tweet us who you think is going to win this game. Who do you think England's going to lose to? First,
because we know they're going to lose.
They're going to lose. I really don't see them.
They play Italy to start the World Cup.
But Uruguay is definitely, they've always been qualified for the World Cup. They have Luis Suarez, who's the top scorer in
Golden
the EPL.
Ball last World Cup, Forlan.
Diego Forlan also, but they lack in defense. Their defense is kind of weak, so that's maybe their weakness. But also Italy's great defending.
Italy knows how to advance in big tournaments.
Yep.
We've seen
they won 2 World Cups ago.
Although they got knocked out of the group stage last year on I think goal differential. Liam, right?
Yeah.
It was points, straight points?
Yeah.
All right, it was points. I'm a big fan of how the Italians play, especially to advance in tournaments like this. Very defensive, one-goal team. They look for a goal and they look to sit in, and that works in this tournament, and they know how to do it. They have a good goalie in Gigi Buffon. I'm looking forward to see the Italians. They did very well in the European Championships, which is every 2 years in between the World Cup. So last European Championship in 2012, they made it to the finals.
Yeah.
And Balotelli played sick.
Yeah, so I mean, right now it's going to be tough. If England, I know there's a lot of rivalry in England. They have
because of the Premier League, right?
They're the country that holds the best league in the world. So I mean, England, they're definitely a talented team, but I don't think they have the chemistry just because of the rivalry they have in the country. But right now they have many players: Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard. But hopefully, these two teams I'm going to think can go on. I think it's going to be.
Who do we go with?
I'm going with Uruguay and Italy.
Uruguay and Italy.
I don't see England.
Sorry, Liam.
Chemistry.
You're lying, Pizzle. No one.
Yeah, I guarantee you, Ecuador gets further than England.
He's not talking any sense, listeners. If you're listening, England are going through.
Ecuador will get further.
He's all messed up.
Costa Rica, and we're going to beat Italy.
England and Wayne Rooney.
Daniel Sturridge is going to get hurt in the first game.
Moving on.
Yeah, Nolan.
Group E, Pizzle's boys from Ecuador. It's going to be a tough group. You got Switzerland, Ecuador, France, who had a great qualifying stage, and Honduras from CONCACAF. Yeah. They finished second in CONCACAF.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
it's not tough. I mean, Ecuador, they were 4th in the South American group, following behind Argentina, Brazil, and Colombia. So it's not... They're definitely playing top teams, and getting 4th out of the South America it's very hard to do. So they have many players, and also, after, Ecuador goes into the tournament with heavy hearts, after the passing of Chucho Benitez, it's a loss. It's a big loss to their team. He played forward, but he's definitely. But also, they had a lot of players: Felipe Caicedo and Antonio Valencia, who plays on Manchester United. Definitely, very dangerous player. Always, his service is.
He's dangerous on the flanks.
He's dangerous on the flanks. So overall, Ecuador, just tweet us if you think
Ecuador is going to go through. Tweet us.
No, it definitely is. All you parceros over there, niño, ven aquí. You know Ecuador is going to win.
I think,
right now.
Hey, looking at the group, I could see them going
getting out of this group stage. Who do you think is getting out of this group?
For this group, I look at France because of the power they have up top. They got Benzema, Ribéry. In the midfield, they have Paul Pogba, a young stud.
20 years old, I think. Their defense is
in goal, they got Tottenham, Hugo Lloris. They got
very solid back.
They got They got Evra from Man U.
And sorry, Coach Del Cid, Honduras is not getting out of the group stage.
Unlucky.
Unlucky for you.
Unlucky. Moving on to Group F, Argentina. This is the easiest group of the World Cup.
I see Messi getting numerous
Messi's just going to rip them apart. So quickly, what do we think? Argentina, 9 points.
Di Maria's going to, I hope Di Maria's
he's in good form.
He's good form now. He's going to go right past his team.
So Argentina, and who do we think the second team?
I know, I heard I heard Phil, like, he's going for Nigeria, so I'm going to help.
Big Phil from basketball, Nigeria. We'll go with you.
We'll go with Nigeria.
But after that, they're done.
Yeah,
so Argentina is the only team to look out for. Moving on, Group of Death. This is the group. This is what I had nightmares
All you
over.
Americans out there.
I mean, watching the World Cup group selection show, I was heartbroken. I was just heartbroken when I saw this. I'm sure Liam was smiling.
Germany, Portugal, Ghana, USA. Germany definitely one of the favorites to win this. Portugal one of the favorites to win this. 3 out of the 4 teams in this group are in the top 15 in the world. So I mean how powerful this group is. Tweet us what you think of this group. If you think this is the group of death, please tweet us. It definitely is group death. It's already labeled the group of death.
Oh, it has to be.
USA can definitely go into this and not come out with a point.
Yeah. And I mean, I've heard people say they shouldn't even go because they're going to get embarrassed. Look, I know we're going to be motivated. I'm happy because we're playing Ghana first, okay? Yep. It's a must-win. We lost them last World Cup in the round of 16.
Yep.
So,
but even if they do beat Ghana, they're facing Portugal.
You still got to find a point. You still got to find a point from one of those other games.
They're facing Portugal and Germany. I don't think USA has ever played Portugal before. They've never seen it. They never played against a player like Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And in
his form right now, Ballon d'Or winner, which means we've talked about this, FIFA's best player
also with Germany.
Of the world.
Also with Germany. They're young players playing all over Champions League. Just tweet us. Let us know what the score of the USA Portugal game, because it's going to be like 5-0.
Yeah. How many goals Ronaldo will score against the United States? That's the question.
That's the question.
So at the end of the day.
And if you get that right, you will win a Globesville prize, free tickets to the World Cup.
Just kidding.
That would never happen. I would take it.
Okay. Who gets out of this group?
Come on. Germany and Portugal, definitely.
I'm sorry, boys. Red, white, and blue. I don't see how we're getting out of this group. Last group. And the sleeper of this year's World Cup, Belgium, Group H. This is Belgium, Algeria, Russia, and Korea Republic. Okay. I think Belgium goes through comfortably. They have some great young players. Eden Hazard named young player of the English Premier League. They have
he's dangerous.
A great goalie in Simon Mignolet.
Yep.
Lukaku up top for Everton is also there on their team.
Fellaini for Manchester United.
I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah, and they're a young team as well, just like Germany. But Belgium, they're going to easily win this group. Russia, I see Russia finishing second coming out of this group. So, Algeria, not too much. Korea, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, good luck to you guys.
Belgium and Russia. For me.
Enjoy your World Cup experience, but
that's it.
I'm lucky.
Tweet us. I mean, for Group H, please tweet us.
I don't even know a Belgian. Do you know a Belgian person or a Russian person?
You remember Philip from tennis?
Yeah.
He's Belgian.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to go for Algeria.
You going for Algeria?
Yeah, Belgium and Algeria. Because Algeria, I knew they were first in Africa and coming out. So
yeah.
So that's what
All right, well.
Let's see what the NYT community thinks that will win the World Cup.
Yeah, we put a little montage together, and let's see what you guys think.
Hi, my name's Taylor Pulley, and I think that England's going to win the World Cup because they have Daniel Sturridge and Stevie G.
My name is Andre Dowdy, and I think USA will win the World Cup because it's USA.
Hi, I'm Anna Martinez, and well, I would want Mexico or USA to win, but I know they're not going to win, so it's okay. That's what I'm rooting for, though.
I don't know. I think Italy's going to win the World Cup.
Hey everyone, I'm Danielle. I'm from Smithtown. I go to NYT, and Italy is winning the World Cup.
What's up, man? I'm Nick Pisano, and I'm going to take Germany in the World Cup.
Everyone, my name's Liam Waddy, producer of Pangea Sports, and England are going to win the World Cup. Why are we going to win the World Cup? Steven Gerrard as a captain. We've got a great goalkeeper, Joe Hart. We've got Daniel Sturridge up front, goal machine. We've got Wayne Rooney, Frank Lampard. We're going to win.
My name's Nair Highsmith, and I think Brazil's going to take the World Cup.
Men's soccer team. I believe Brazil's going to win the 2014 World Cup.
My name's Matt Donna, and I think USA is going to win the World Cup.
They're never going to win.
It's Carlos Martins, and I think Brazil.
Hi, my name is Ivan. I think Spain is going to win the World Cup. So
Hi, my name is Gonzalo, and I think America is going to win the World Cup. And now, seriously, I think Spain is going to win the World Cup.
Hey, Pangea Sports, how are you? My name is Santiago Echevarria. I'm from Mexico. And I believe that the World Cup this year, Argentina is going to win it. I believe that because the players they have up front are really good, especially Messi and Di Maria.
Hey, bro.
And yeah, so my vote is for Argentina. Thank you.
Hey, what's up? It's Harvey Hoop here, and I think that Brazil is going to take the World Cup. Why? Because they're in their home nation. Nothing screams pride like bringing back the cup for your hometown.
Ready? Neymar! My name is Philip Izebihai, and Nigeria is going to win the World Cup. Why? Because we will.
Hello, Pangea Sports folks. How are you? My name is Guillermo Fuentes, captain of the men's soccer team, and this is my vote for the 2014 World Cup. I strongly believe that Spain is going to win it again.
Come on, England!
All right, definitely. I only agreed with one person, or people, but honestly, it's tough. There's a lot of good teams out there, but I think I see Germany winning this World Cup.
Really?
Yeah, they have young players. They're
I feel like
dominating
they're machines.
They're machines,
they up and down. They got the pace. They got the fitness.
I mean, Thomas Muller won the Golden Ball over.
No, Golden Boot. Golden Boot last World Cup. They're always making a deep run into these tournaments. So
every year,
it's I think it's their time.
Yep, it's their time.
For me though, I'm going with the host country, Brazil. I think Neymar. His form, he just plays unbelievable with Brazil. He's the center of
I would
focus.
definitely like to see Brazil win this World Cup. So it's definitely tweet us who you think is going to win.
I mean, please.
This is World Cup 2014 predictions. Let us know.
Hashtag World Cup. I mean, hashtag whatever. Hashtag Neymar. Neymar's going to run this World Cup. Run it. Okay, Golden Ball. MVP of the World Cup.
Yeah, we have
some players.
We got Suarez, who's leading scorer of the EPL, but also dangerous. Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar also.
Yeah. The only reason why I put Messi in there, he's not in good form, but their group is a joke.
Yeah.
So he could light it up.
See him getting a lot of goals in those group stages, but also for the Golden Boot, who do you think?
Golden Boot, which means the best scorer, the most goals.
Tweet us hashtag Golden Boot World Cup 2014 winners. Who do you think is going to be? Obviously,
it's tough.
It's going to be tough. It all depends on which countries reach
exactly
the final
how
stages,
far they go in the
how far
tournament.
they go in.
So for me, again, Suarez, depending on how far. Ronaldo. I'm saying Ronaldo's the favorite to win the Golden Boot, just because he scores at will, pretty much.
And for the Golden Glove.
So, Golden Glove, which is the best goalie.
Pretty much is going to win. Whoever wins the World Cup, their goalie is going to get the World Cup.
Or whoever keeps them in it. So for me, I think Belgium's going far. I'm going to go with Simone Mignolet. For me, he's been great for Liverpool this year. I think his form's going to continue in the World Cup.
Yep. I mean, I'm going to have to go with Manuel Neuer because he's on Germany, and they're definitely going to get far. They're definitely going to get to the semifinals. So going to the semifinals means less goals scored against you. Mm-hmm. So definitely Germany, good luck. Brazil, good luck. Play some good football because I really want to. So this is we have to wrap it up.
This has been a great semester, guys.
Thanks, guys, for
Pangea
watching.
Sports, whoever watched, it's been awesome.
We'll miss you guys.
Please watch the World Cup. It's going to be fantastic. Starts June 12th. Brazil versus Croatia, first game, opening ceremonies. Please tune in. Great things. I'm looking. I'm not going to be here. I'm graduating, but I know JP and Liam are going to have fantastic things for you guys. Looking forward.
Miss you, man.
Thank you. It's been real.
It's been fun working for you.
Pangea Sports viewers, take care. It's been great.
See you.
Put your flags up in the sky.